Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel, General Hospital Diaries. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. Sonny Corinthos had faced dangerous enemies before, but nothing could have prepared her for the sudden and calculated move that now has the entire city buzzing. Her disappearance wasn't random, wasn't impulsive, and definitely wasn't the work of someone looking for quick cash. This kidnapping has the markings of a deliberate power play, one designed to strike at the heart of Sonny Corinthos by taking the one person whose absence would destabilize him more than anything else. As Port Charles tries to make sense of what just happened, tension rises with whispers that John Jack Sidwell may be the mastermind pulling the strings, signaling a bold challenge to Sonny's authority and stability. The moment Carly vanished, the shift in the air was undeniable. Sonny immediately sensed something was off. This wasn't like the past moments when Carly landed in trouble by circumstance or bad luck. This felt surgical. The clues left behind painted a picture of someone who had studied Sonny's world, someone who understood exactly how he operated and, more importantly, how he reacted. A move like this wasn't about money, and it definitely wasn't about revenge in the usual sense. It was about leverage, control, and sending a message that could alter the balance of power in Port Charles for good. Rumors began swirling quickly, and one name rose to the top: Sidwell. He had already been inching into Sonny's territory, probing the edges, testing reactions. While others in Port Charles dismissed him as ambitious but manageable, Sonny saw something different: an opportunist with patience, someone willing to wait for the perfect moment to make his move. And what better way to destabilize Sonny than by targeting Carly, the woman who had stood by him through triumphs, tragedies, separations, reunions, and all the chaos that came with their shared history. Carly, wherever she is now, likely understands that she wasn't chosen at random. Her capture feels like the opening move in a much larger strategy. Sidwell doesn't need her to talk, doesn't need her to give anything away. Her presence is the leverage itself. Anyone who truly knows Carly knows she's a fighter, someone who doesn't break easily, someone who refuses to show fear even in the darkest moments. But even her strength can't mask the unmistakable reality. She's become a pawn in a game designed to force Sonny's hand. Back in Port Charles, Sonny is feeling the weight of this attack more than he lets on. Publicly, he maintains a calm exterior, but behind closed doors, the intensity is overwhelming. He can't afford to look weak. Not in front of his rivals and not in front of those who depend on him. But every second that passes without answers feels like a heavy blow. Sonny has faced kidnappings before, but this one hits differently. He's older, wiser, and far more aware of how much he could lose. And Sidwell knows that. This entire situation is engineered to force Sonny into choices he wouldn't normally make, choices that could fracture alliances, expose vulnerabilities, or provoke him into reckless retaliation. Meanwhile, the people closest to Carly are struggling with the helplessness of it all. Michael is torn between anger and fear as he tries to keep his family calm while fighting the urge to take matters into his own hands. Jocelyn is spiraling, refusing to accept silence as an answer and contemplating extreme measures to uncover the truth. Even those who don't always get along with Carly feel the impact of her disappearance. Her absence creates a ripple effect that pulls emotional strings in every family she's tied to. And Sonny feels every one of those ripples as they feed into the storm already raging inside him. Sidwell's motives still remain cloaked, but his pattern suggests he's looking for more than territory. He wants recognition, legitimacy, and influence. Kidnapping Carly isn't just about provoking Sonny. It's about proving that he's capable of maneuvering where others fear to tread. By taking Carly, he's essentially declaring that Sonny's dominance is no longer unquestioned. He's trying to control the narrative, to force Sonny to react publicly or privately in a way that benefits him. And whether Sidwell wants information, concessions, or chaos, the kidnapping gives him the upper hand he's been quietly building toward. What Sidwell may not realize, however, is that using Carly as leverage could ignite something far more explosive than he anticipated. Sonny's past has always shown that when someone threatens the people he loves, his restraint disappears. The calm, thoughtful version of Sonny gets replaced by a man who will cross lines without hesitation, especially when the stakes involve Carly. Sonny is already assembling his closest allies, calling in favors he rarely uses, and focusing every resource on tracking down whoever dared to take her. The search isn't just tactical. It's personal, emotional, and deeply rooted in the history he shares with Carly. As the investigation unfolds, new layers of danger begin to surface. Evidence appears that seems almost too convenient, as if someone wants Sonny to follow a certain path. It raises the question, is this entire situation a trap within a trap? Is Sidwell trying to lure Sonny into a confrontation where the outcome is already rigged? Or is there a larger coalition working behind Sidwell, using him as the visible face while the real threat stays hidden? These uncertainties create tension within Sonny's team, and even the tiniest misstep could push them into an ambush. Carly, resourceful as ever, is likely attempting to figure out her captor's intentions. She may be restrained, watched, or isolated, but she is far from powerless. Her mind is her greatest weapon, and she knows that staying calm, observing details, and waiting for the right opening may be her only chance. Every sound, every movement, every passing moment could reveal something about where she is or who orchestrated this. Carly doesn't crumble. She calculates, she listens, and she finds a way to survive even when the odds are stacked against her. Sidwell may have underestimated just how tough she truly is. The longer Carly remains missing, the more likely it becomes that Sonny will be forced into a confrontation he can't avoid. The stakes are no longer about territory or reputation. They're about life, survival, and the fragility of the relationships Sonny holds closest to his heart. With his family desperate for answers and enemies watching his every move, Sonny is being pushed toward a breaking point. Emotions are running dangerously high, and in Sonny's world, emotional decisions often lead to unpredictable consequences. As pressure mounts, Port Charles braces for what comes next. Sidwell's bold move has set off a chain reaction, one that could expose hidden loyalties, ignite long-buried feuds, and force unlikely alliances to form as the truth comes closer to the surface. The balance of power is shifting, and Carly's kidnapping may be the moment that changes everything, raising the question everyone is now asking. Will Sidwell's dangerous play finally topple Sonny, or will Sonny's retaliation prove that he's still a force no one should ever underestimate? Whatever happens next, one thing is certain. Nobody crosses Sonny Corinthos by targeting Carly and walks away unscathed. And Sidwell may soon learn that the price of this bold move is far higher than he ever imagined. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.